Welcome to the Boys2men podcast. I'm sitting here with my beautiful wife, Joanna. Let's clap it up for her.
Hello.
And this is the woman's perspective. This is for the month of February, Valentine's Day.
Killer threw that cardi on my wrist and he said shine. All these diamonds in this bitch will leave a motherfucker blind. Gotta get the feel of it, said I'm next up in line. Motivation to the city, yeah, they know that it's our time. We was waiting up in line, now the line wait for us. Brother see the hoeing nigga since he put up on them bucks. Suckers showing all their hands, but we know that it's a bluff. Real repty with them niggas finna turn the city up. We just...
You excited for Valentine's Day?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Because we're going out.
Yeah. Got a little weekend getaway. Super excited for it too. Not only to get away with you, but just take a break and to reset. I think it's important to reset from work, life, the house, and come back refreshed and, get back to working.
Yeah, it's necessary.
Yeah. So let's go into the first question. Since we're talking about that, how important is it to date after marriage or committed? Because a lot of guys, will get the girl and then kind of stop. So it's like, how important to you as a woman is it for me to continue to date you and do things?
It's extremely important. It has to be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, if we don't date, what are some things that can go through a woman's head when a guy stops trying?
That you don't care or you don't love us or just different things. Like, why is he not paying attention no more? Like, why is he forgetting to those things? Is there somebody else? Or it's just a lot of things.
That's a good one. Like, is there someone else? Like, he used to do this.
Yeah.
Why is he stopping it?
Yeah.
So it's good to maintain the level of commitment that you started with, and or even get
really
better.
important.
I think I'm getting better. No?
Yes.
Maybe. Trying to. In men's defense, it is very hard to, be a provider, slay the dragons, go out, pay the bills, do all this stuff, and then come home and still remember those things. That's why we're reminding you, because it's also hard for a woman to run the household. And sometimes the woman might not put the effort to look sexy or to not look sexy, but it takes two, right? So I should go out, pay the bills, and come home and want to spend time with you. You should take that initiative, to where you're planning it or giving the hints, because sometimes we don't read minds. So I think that could be a reason why guys stop that, is we think you're okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, finish.
Some guys think that, oh, well, my girl doesn't like flowers. I think all girls like flowers. And if you don't like flowers, you should do it. My girl doesn't like Valentine's Day. I think all girls like Valentine's Day. And you should express your love every day. But on that, you can. It's okay to take the foot spurt and just show, here's a little extra something, because that could help, and that's why it's there. I think that women might say, oh, yeah, this doesn't matter, but secretly it does. Yes or no?
Yeah, it does matter. And, because it comes to your head, why do all these things at the beginning to get you, and then they get you, and then they stop? And it's like you question that, why do you stop?
Right. Yeah.
Why do you stop doing those things? Like, if that's what got you,
got us
together, yeah, then it should continue throughout the relationship.
Do you think that, sometimes men just get caught up in the grind, or they actually just don't care? Like, if you sit down and assess the situation, what do you think?
It's not that they don't care. They just get comfortable, I think.
Comfortable is a curse. I think that with anything, you get comfortable and you kind of just stop trying fitness-wise or even money-wise. Some people get too rich.
Yeah.
But
also women, like me, I always try to look good. I like dressing up. I like doing my hair, doing my makeup. And I think that's really important in a relationship too, because you want to look good. You want to feel sexy. You want to, and it's, I don't know how to say it.
Like to attract your husband?
Yeah.
Right. Vice versa, gentlemen, work out, dress nice, get your hair. I only get my hair cut because of my wife. This frequently, it's like every 2 weeks. And I have like a monthly subscription to haircuts with my man. Shout out to Smoothie because she likes it. If she says something about my beard, I'll fix it because she likes it. Like I honestly don't care. I would shave my head if it was up to me, but she likes my hair, so I try to maintain that. And then also being on camera a lot, I like to have my hair done. But in the beginning, like when she first met me, it was like it didn't matter to me. So it's like it is good to want to attract your partner. I think it's crazy how we do all this stuff, in the beginning, and then we get with each other, and then we were to
Yeah.
break up. You do all this stuff to get someone else.
Yeah,
Why not just do all that
exactly.
stuff in the
Yeah.
relationship? You know,
Yeah. Well, you're saying that you didn't do it at the beginning, but that I let you go for a little bit, and then I told you.
right? Yeah,
I told you like, oh, you should cut your hair like this,
yeah,
and and I started giving you hints
right.
of what I like.
Agreed. But what I mean is like now you don't have to tell me. I kind of know that I need to get it done every 2 weeks. So that way,
Yeah.
you look at me and you're like, yeah, I like it. Like I like what I see. And same with her. She's really good at always dressing nice. She even comes to bed in matching top and bottom. So it's like, I get home from the bar at night and I look on the blanket like, what is she wearing? You're like, okay, does this mean yes or does this mean no? All right, so let's recap. So in this month, February, we talked about the friend zone. We talked about leading with the wallet. So with the friend zone, we were just dissecting it from a man's perspective with why, first, can men and women be friends?
No,
Let me rephrase. If one of us like each other,
no, because I don't want a guy friend.
right?
Like that's why I have my girlfriends.
Yeah.
We have girlfriends, and you want a guy for companionship.
Right. So when you have that, it should those relationships should die out. And
Yeah.
same thing with me. Like I think that if you're single, yeah, you can. I don't want female friends in general. I want female companions. So I like girls I can go hang out with, but I don't really want to tell them stuff, because if I would have told you my life story in the first couple of minutes, you probably wouldn't. She wouldn't be here today. And I learned that quick to just shut the fuck up because once you become too friendly, they'll be your friend, but that's all it ever will be because you turn them off by, opening up. Like it turns a woman off. They care about you. They're nourishers, but now you're like a child to them. So like you're as attractive to them as their dad, brother, and child because you just now they care about you. See, it takes a woman, yes or no, time to build an attachment.
Yeah, it does.
So in that time, you have to stay attractive. And once the attachment is built, fellas, that's when you can start opening up to some things about your personal life because she already has the attachment to you. So no matter what you say, she's still gonna like you because she's attached. As long as you don't do something stupid, right?
Yeah, correct.
So what's your take on So you already said we agreed that men and women cannot be friends if there's one of us are attracted to each other, and the reason is technically, we already have. I think what this is nowadays is that guys ain't doing their job right, to where a woman needs 5 guys to fill one man's spot. We're not taught that. I wasn't taught that. No one taught just like we're talking about the last episode, teaching my stepdaughters game. Like this is what you're supposed to do. Low body count, this and that. That shit wasn't taught to us in our age. We had to figure it out. So it's like now I think that it's just with social media and all the competition, like it's like literally like anxious to to be a man and even to be a woman and at the same time filling every hat. So it's like if you don't know that you're supposed to cook, clean, men like that, you're not going to do it. And you're going to like a lot of women like I'll pay for a meal. I don't want that. I want someone to cook for me. Like I love when you bring me underwear. Like my wife gives me underwear. I never bought a pair of underwear and socks. But I need it the most. That's what I need the most. So she does the stuff that I need the most. Toothpaste, stuff like that. Where, for a woman, if I were to get her toothpaste, she'd be like, what the fuck? It's a different thing. Like, clothes, shoes, things like that. But not just being materialistic. Those are things that you like. I don't want you to buy that for me. I'd rather you cook food for me. That's how I feel loved. Like I haven't cooked in 2 years, it feels like, maybe a year. But it's just we like different things. And I think everyone's trying to sum us all up in the same category, and that's really why it's boys to men. Women can get game from these subjects, but I don't want to sum us up in the same thing. Like, women are totally different than men. Men are totally different from women, so you can't get the same message from this content. It's just not possible. So it's geared towards men. Women can. I love women and I would like them to listen to it, but like I don't want them like, well, he said that. Well, I wasn't talking to you. Like we're totally different.
Yeah. I think that if a woman has you in the friend zone, it's because you are, like you said, you are, like, she has all these guys in the friend zone, but each one does something for her.
Right.
So if you're in the friend zone, just know that it's because she needs you for something.
Right. And if you stop doing that thing, you'll see that she doesn't contact you as much.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because it's obvious if she was interested in you, you wouldn't be in the friend zone.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then, of course, there's always going to be that rare occasion where the relationship makes sense. Yeah. Like where you might have a friend we don't do that, but like the person you do her nails. That made sense. Like coworkers, I introduce you, she's your client now, Yeah. And there might be someone, I know this guy from school, can give him a diet, but it's not like you can fix your phone. It's not like a full-blown relationship where you're hanging out with him. It's like, hey, I know this guy, he needs some help. Can you make him a diet or something? To where we're both on track with it, not secretly or going our separate ways. And I just think that's what's crazy about it, because I see so much. Like, I wouldn't be spending so much time talking about this, guys, if it wasn't relevant. Mm-hmm. So, anything else on the friend zone? No. So basically, like, you're feeling a duty. So if I have a question. If you friend zone a man, but you're attracted to him, but you friend zone him because of his behavior, would you ever consider dating him again? Let's say you're attracted to him, like damn, he's hot, but I was needy. I text you 12 times back to back.
Probably not.
It's kind of hard to get out of.
Yeah, it's hard. Like if something turns you off, it's just hard to try to be with that person.
Right.
I think as women, if we get turned off by anything, like that's it.
So there's no getting out of it, pretty much. I think the only way that you can get out of a situation if you're attracted to is for you to pull back as a man. So you acknowledge you fucked up, she's acting different, and you pull all the way back.
I mean, there could be a situation where the girl really, really likes that guy and gives him a chance and gives him a hint, like, hey, you're doing too much or whatever.
And then
if he stops, then
so he should pull back.
Yeah.
Pulling back means stop.
Yeah.
And then wait for you to reach back out, because if you really like him, you're gonna be like, dang, it's been 4 days, he hasn't. Maybe he learned. Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Versus like, okay, because I think the way men are wired, we're trying to fix something. So even like I'll be honest, whenever my wife's sad, there's times where she needs space, but there's times where I try to fix it. Where like I'll, put in effort to try to bring a smile to her face and stuff like that. And sometimes doing nothing is the answer. But we're problem solvers. So I already have her. I don't have to do anything, but I'm like, man, let me try to fix this. Like, I'm naturally going to do that. Let me try to fix this. And I think men in the beginning, they do that because that's who we are. We use our hands, we think, and we try to fix. So when a woman, the thing is, she doesn't have an attachment. So it might be creepy. Like, this guy just doesn't get it. Versus like, well, we're married. She's known me for 5 years and I know her to where I'm going to fucking, fix this. I think I can. And sometimes the best thing is nothing, right?
Yeah.
Like the other day where you just need to get out, So we just got to learn how to read the body language and realize that more is not always the best option. Sometimes less is the answer. Especially when it comes to women. They're very delicate and they're emotional driven. So sometimes just take the hint. Women give hints, especially when they like you. Like a woman will give you a hint. Shut the fuck up. You had me at hello. Like, stop. But we're always like, okay. And a lot of times, I'm going to tell you guys, fellas, I think sometimes we get caught up in, because beautiful women, we think that they're talking to someone else. So it's like, I have to like continue to to fight for her. I have to continue to show that I'm interested. When in reality, bro, stop. She's already attracted to you. Because a lot of the guys that women talk to are just for, like she said, she just said it, they do a service. And a lot of it's not fucking. Can I say that in our podcast? Were your daughters what? Let me try to reverse that. Let me reverse that. And a lot of it is not sexual. So it's like we got to let go of that. I got to do more to show that she like, because it's funny. I'm helping, people are messaging me now. And I told them to pull back. I'm like, sis, stop. But what if she doesn't think I like her anymore? Bro, if she likes you, she likes you. You got to pull back. I got to use my cat and dog analogy. It's not mine. It's everyone says it, but like women are more like cats. We're like dogs. We need to be constantly pet, and girls can hit the block. Get some cat food and come back home. Like, yeah, I know you like me. I know you love me. I know you take care of me. I just need to hit the block. And that's kind of why I tell them, but guys don't get it. But what if she doesn't like me anymore from you not texting? This is how simple it is. Stop texting her. But what if she stops liking me? And it's like,
she never liked you. If she doesn't text you back, it's because she never liked you, and that's it.
And the thing
simple.
is, it worked. He stopped texting for 48 hours. She contacted him. And then you know what he did? Talked to her for 11 hours. And then he messaged me back a week later. She stopped talking to me. It's like this cat and mouse game. Like, you're giving her too much of your time.
Yeah.
Time needs to be of value. I think that's good on the front. So the concept fun zone. You've heard me say that. Mm-hmm. Fun zone is when you meet a girl, instead of even giving her the opportunity to friend zone you, you put her in your fun zone where like, hey, we meet. Like, hey, basically you're not trying to get to know each other unless you're having fun. So instead of having calls and texting and that, it's like, I'll hit you up when I go do something. Okay, I'm gonna go play pool. You want to come play pool with me? And only inviting you out to do stuff, and that's when you get to know each other. But it's hard for a woman to not like you when she's having fun. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm telling guys, like, instead of like trying to get to know them and text them on the phone and calling on the phone, like, no, don't even do that. Like, you get the number, don't call her or text her unless you're doing something. Like, hey, you know what? We're going to Khartoum to do karaoke on Thursday. You want to come out? Yeah. Hey, bring a friend. It's cool. How many friends you got? 3? Okay, I'll bring 3 guy friends. Doesn't that seem more of a winning situation than I got her number? Hey, just thinking about you, or whatever these guys do, like trying to get to know each other over the phone and texting and calling and never actually having fun, getting out because you're doing it all on the phone and she's not going to want to come see you. Mm-hmm. So what I recommend for guys is to be fun and to only, once you get a number or Instagram or any social media stuff, only contact when you're doing something because you cannot mess that up. There's no way. Unless you're just like weird, there's no way that you can get a girl out and give her a fun time and she's going to blow you off. People are getting flaked on and blown off because they're weird on the phone. But if you never give her that opportunity, like, I ain't never text this girl. I have never called her. I never embarrassed myself. And I'm going to go play pool. You in? Where? I'm not doing shit. I'm just sitting here eating a Haagen-Dazs ice cream right now. Yeah, I want to go play pool. And it's more of a better situation. Like, who's going to turn that down? But you will turn it down if I'm like, yo, this happened to me when I was 5. My favorite color is purple. Hey, you want to go play pool? You're already turned off by like, why is he telling me all this stuff? It's like, but if I get you out, get you a couple of beers, and we're playing pool, like, yeah, my favorite color is purple. What's yours? Red. You're just having this fun exchange of information while you're having fun, and a woman cannot blow you off from that. She's gonna realize that you're fun, and guess what you're putting instead of a food or a bill or this and that. Your name is fun, and every time fun pops up, she comes out. So that's why I was telling the fun zone, because women want experiences. Like, a lot of times women are just like, hanging out, building their business, being a parent, learning. Like, they're not like, yeah, of course, it's hot girl summer stuff, but in the majority of women, they're grinding. We got to clap it out for women. Getting that. Women are grinding too. It's 2023. Women are out there grinding. Not all, like, you don't go off social media. A lot of females are looking to have fun because they're just in school, reading books, being a single mom, doing things, the same thing that men are doing. And if you just show up and like, hey, you know what? Let's go have some fun. They're going to stop what they're doing and go have fun because they ain't had fun in a while. Yeah. And another thing why you need to date your wives or your girlfriends is because you see that they're not having fun. You get to see that, okay, we're grinding. And like me and my wife, I do the 2-2. We just started it. This is our first time. We've already planned out here, May, and then we might do a double for June because we want to go do something else. Not going to talk about it, but, we're trying to plan these fun things so the grind is more fun. We can mark it on the calendar and look at it like, yeah, we got something to do. Like, I'm super excited to go stay in a hotel for two days with my wife and be a tourist in Frisco. Like it's just Frisco, but like it's together. We had a whole weekend. We never done a whole weekend before, so we normally do a day. So see, I'm stepping up. We gotta give me a one. See, normally we have one day. We've done a couple of trips where it's just one day. This is our first time with a whole weekend. And the thing is, I found it on the internet. I was looking like I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm newly married. We've only been married for less than a year. And I providing has taken over a lot of things. Then podcasts, then filming people like by purpose. And women love purpose, but you can't forget about them. So I went on the internet like a nerd, how to, spice things up. I don't know what I put in, but how to date your wife or how to do things. And I found this thing, 2-2-2. Every 2 weeks you go to dinner. Every 2 months, you go on a weekend getaway. And if you can't do the weekend getaway, just do a day, a night out, just something extravagant where you spend the night. That's the whole point, is to get out of your house, stay the night somewhere else, and then come back home. Women love that shit. And so do you. Men, we should love it too. And then this is what we're not going to do because we ain't got the money to do this. But the 2 years is like getting out of the country for a week. I was like, okay, I'm not going to I just told you. I was like, I'm not going to tell her the 2-2-2. I'm just going to say the 2-2. See, the other part of the 2 is the 2-2-2. Every 2 years, you take a week getaway out of the country. And you know what? We might be able to do that in 2 years. But that was the only missing part. And I thought that was a good strategy, to break down for your partner. Like, hey, I know we're grinding. I know this is this, but this is what we're working towards. And it gives them something forward to look toward. It gives her something to look towards. And and this is the thing where women have to put their part in too, because she's supposed to be responsible for planning their dates. And when have you planned one?
Yes, I know. I haven't done it.
Yeah, it's me. Like I got what's it?
So we have to do it too. It takes two.
Right.
So we can't complain that the guy's not taking us here and there, and if you are not putting your part in doing it too, say, planning it and stuff. So.
Look, I got her a Groupon for a couples massage, and have you scheduled it?
Not yet.
But it does take two, and just I want you guys to learn from my mistakes. I'm already divorced. Dating is important, and if you don't want to date your partner, then you shouldn't be with them. That's the thing. I absolutely want to date my wife. Like, I would love to do this with you. I would love to travel with you. Sometimes we're with people that you don't want to do that with, and that's when it's like a problem, because if you don't want to do that, then you just got to find someone that you do want to do that, because traveling and going out is a part of life. Like, especially when you're working every day, and you got kids running around, like, you got to date,
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think about leading with the wallet?
Like on the first date, or
when
you first meet the
just
girl?
a man who only has that to offer. Like, because like I was saying, so I'm gonna break this down. The only difference between an alpha and a beta in dating aspects is alphas think that they have more to offer than money. So like an alpha guy, it's not like a macho. An alpha guy is just like, hey, you should like me for me. So I want you to get to know me before I buy you anything. Like, I want you to like me for me. Where a beta guy is gonna be like, there's no way she can like me. I'm gonna lead with my wallet. I'm gonna show you what I can do for you. That's the only major difference when it comes to dating. So we had a whole segment on leading with your wallets, but I don't like using alpha and beta as words. So just like, men who lead with their wallet, in my personal opinion, it shows you have nothing else to offer. You should lead with you as a man, because that's how a woman can attract. What's your take on this? A woman must respect, admire, and desire a man.
I agree.
And if you don't respect, admire, and desire a man, then it's not going to be a good relationship.
Yeah.
I think that it's up for the woman to view us as prizes. Now, I can view you as the prize, but if you don't view me as a prize, there's a problem. Like, I can respect, admire, and desire you, but if you don't respect, admire, and desire me, it's a problem because you can go elsewhere. See, most men are kind of happy where we lay. No matter what, it's like unconditional. Like no matter what you do, as long as you don't cheat or steal, I'm with you. See, women ain't that simple. There's a whole list of things for a woman's list of things that's gonna keep her just yours. And I think the best thing to do is for her not to leave with your wallet, so she can really see who you are as a person, so she can see if she wants to respect, admire, and desire you. Because a woman can never cheat or leave you if she respects, admires, and desires you.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Any input?
Yeah, well, I think that at the beginning, yeah, you shouldn't, like, you don't have to go all out to impress a woman, you know, just be yourself. And of course, you're not going to be that cheap either.
Yeah.
You know, like, a coffee, okay, a coffee's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I don't expect you to take me to this fancy steakhouse or whatever. No, like something simple could be fine, but not something cheap. Because if I see that, you know, okay, he took me here and then you pay for the. I'm not expecting you to pay for the whole thing. Like we go half or whatever, but if you take the initiative to pay for it, then in my head it's like, okay, you know, in the future he's able to take care of me.
Right.
Because
Bingo.
he's taking the initiative to do it. So that's like a plus. That's like a plus when the girl is doing the evaluation or whatever.
Right. Because women, that's primitive to think what can, like, women can carry children. So primitively, even if they don't say that, that matters. Like, okay, he can pay for it. That means he can take care of me. He can take care of himself without even asking that question. It's observant. And men, you should pay for the first date. That's not simp shit. You should pay. I would never let a woman buy me food. Even like you're my wife. Like, you cook for me. That's what I like. I like women to cook. So it's like I don't expect you to ever pull money out of your wallet when we're eating. She covers the tip sometimes. And it's just that's just how I am. Like I don't want a woman to feed me. I want a woman to feed me with her hands, like that effort. Because you gotta think about what's valuable. Anyone can throw money at the table, but someone going to the grocery store and getting you food. If a woman cooks for you, she loves you. She likes you. You know,
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say if a woman goes out of her way to go, hey, come to my house, I'm cooking for you. She had to get in her car. She had to get dressed, get in her car, drive to Lucky's, Save Mart, Winco, somewhere, get the ingredients, which she probably got off the internet, because a lot of girls don't got ingredients in their head. They ain't like my wife. Shout out to my wife. We don't give her a horn. You know, she got all the ingredients in her head, but they had to do all this effort, go on Pinterest, come home, put it all together, cook for you. That's a lot of effort. Would you rather have that or her like, yeah, I got the tab? See, I'd rather her do all that for me. I got the tab. You know, and I just think that like I agree with like it needs to be the first. So how much? I said $50. I said a first date should with inflation no more than $50. Is that
I
cheap?
think that's fair.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can go so many places for $50, but I would avoid Applebee's because everyone knows there's a twofer. So you don't want to be labeled cheap off the back. I would avoid any place that has a marketing place called 2 for 2 or whatever it is.
Yeah, don't be that cheap either.
You can go to B Dubs. So I would go. So here's the thing: you can go to B Dubs on a Tuesday. I'm gonna give you guys a life hack. You go to B Dubs on a Tuesday and it's buy one get one half off. It used to be buy one get one free. We used to go always go on Tuesday. I had an alarm that went off at 1:30. B Dubs is free today. And you know, you feed your whole family for $60. But you can go do buy one, get one half off. So let's say 18 wings is $20. You get one for $10. $30 plus get her a beer. Under $50. It's not hard. And I agree. You shouldn't be I think you should be frugal. Like I don't man, it's been a while. Like birthdays, we go spend big money on your meals and stuff. Sometimes we get sushi, but it's like $100. I think this last place we went to was the most expensive meal we've had. Probably. And it took a while. Like it's funny when we're talking about leading with wallet. Like our first gift exchange, it was supposed to be like under $20. Her idea, and she put this heart-filled like stuff together, and I bought her Beats headphones. Because like you know, I did the heart-filled thing too, but she mentioned she wanted some headphones, you know, and so I got them. And it's just you know that was that leading with wallet or was that just trying to love you? What do you think? Love?
Love.
Well, because I take hints, so it's like when you really like someone. So I didn't leave with my wallet because you knew I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I was leading with
Yeah,
the wallet because I mean it's not like you were doing that. You did that all the time. No,
yeah. It was just
like it was
Christmas.
something special, a
Yeah,
special day. So
yeah.
yeah, no, I don't.
Okay, but I just remember that like you came with this heartfelt gift and this and that. I'm like, wow, I almost wanted to try. I'm like, oh wow, I'm like here some headphones, but she really really wanted them. Yeah, so leading with wallets, don't do it. Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Here's a random question. I'm gonna give you a random question. What does the world need right now from men? What do women need from men?
What does woman need from him?
Like, if we can fix one thing right now with the trends that are going on, what could men do better?
Um, Pay more attention. Like
Mm,
yeah,
that's good. Like to you?
yeah. Pay more attention to you, to the relationship, because that's the biggest thing right now. Like it's died.
Yeah.
That's why all the relationships, a lot of marriages and relationships, they end up breaking up
Mm,
because you stop paying attention.
yeah. Women's signs are so subtle, you know. And you can't be mad at them for that because that's just how I would say. You need help.
No.
Okay. I would say women are more indirect and men are more direct. We're more vocal and women are more like keeping it in here. But you should. I mean, am I right or
Yeah.
you know? Uh, I think men we need to learn how to read our women's signals. I think that's one of the. I like how you said that. That's what is needed because sometimes I've always noticed everything on you, but like a girl get her haircut, the guy doesn't notice it for 2 3 weeks. And I'm like, how's that possible? Like, I look at my wife every day. Like, I notice she buys new underwear. I notice I'm like, that's new. Like, no or what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's important for you guys to pay attention and
yeah,
to just compliment the
yeah,
simplest things because we're seeing that you are actually,
yeah.
caring, paying attention and stuff.
Does it
Like,
does it bother you or make you feel loved that I know when you buy things without you telling me?
no, it doesn't bother me.
I'm just very observant. Well, she's my
Yeah,
wife,
you are.
so yeah, yeah. And then I think so. On the same token, reverse the question. I think women can be more more open about how they feel because yeah, we need to pay attention, but it's hard to see the signs.
Yeah.
If let's say I did something that made you mad or upset, and you're sad about it, and I'm like, hey, are you okay? I'm fine. See, I know my wife. I'm fine means dig deeper. But some guys are like, cool,
Yeah.
you good? All right. But if you would have told him, I think that guy would have fixed it. But he didn't know, and he doesn't know body language and how to read his woman yet. So you say I'm fine, that dude's like, all right, I'm going back to my game.
Yeah.
Versus me, when you say I'm fine, I'm like, dig deeper. Like I just know you. I'm like, nope, she doesn't. She said, or like if my wife texts me, yep, YEP, something's wrong. Something's wrong, like dig deeper, and YUP means she's mad. When she be like yup, I hear like yup, motherfucker, yup. So I'm like, okay, what did I do wrong? Because she normally puts YEA or YA. Yeah, those are happy. Yeah, yeah. Yep or yup, something's off. I just, and she knows me too. Where I'm more direct with my shit, but like she knows, hey, like if I'm at work and something's going on bad at work, and I text something weird, she's like, "What's wrong with you?" So it's like you got to learn the signals because I'm not gonna tell her I'm having a bad day. I hate talking to my wife about work. I literally hate it, because I don't like bringing work home.
Yeah.
But I guess if it affects my mood, I should open up about it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we got to be men. We got to do better at paying attention and reading the cues, because that can save your relationship.
Yeah. And girls too, that we have to speak up. We
Yeah,
have to speak up. We have to tell you guys what's going on in our heads, and because if not, then how are you gonna fix it? And a lot of girls, because me too, like I've done it. Like I just don't say anything. I expect you to know that what's going on with me,
yeah,
and how can you know? You can't.
You think I do a good job at reading between the lines?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, and I think you do a better job at communicating. After I pry for 6 hours, she'll open up, or like the other.
It's been hard because just like me, there's other girls that have been in relationships where you never spoke up.
Yeah.
You never talked about your feelings or what was wrong, and it's just, it's I'm in a new relationship now, and it's different, and I'm trying to change and open up and do this thing so the relationship could be good,
Mm,
so it could work out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was reading something, and they're like having an hour a day to communicate, where it's like it doesn't matter if you're gonna upset. It doesn't matter. Like just get it off your chest, both parties. And I think that's more for like because women need to. I think men we just it's like a statistic that I was just reading. I was showing her that men are more clinically depressed, but women are more taking the medicine. So it's like when it comes to antidepressants, from a study, let me see, because and what I'm trying to bring to it is like women don't open up and talk. You know,
Yeah.
they just don't. So where's the study at? It says the participants, men and women, antidepressants were prescribed for 7.6 of the participants. 5.3 were men. 9.8 were women. And out of those, 12% of men were clinically depressed, while women were 11%. So if you do the math, there's more men depressed who aren't dealing with it, and there's more women taking medication for it. So to me, like when I hear something like that, I'm just trying to understand it. I think that women are holding in a lot more. Like just not opening up, and men are just taking it. So it's like if you put that in a relationship status, so me and you both are, let's say we're both depressed, I'm just gonna take it and you're gonna bottle it in, which is almost the same thing, but I'm gonna like go find another route maybe. So it's just like interesting, trying to understand these things and using our past experiences. And that's really what this Boys2men podcast is. Like we're just talking, and trying to help you guys from what we're going through now and our past. And that's with every episode. That's all it is. It's like just trying to share experiences because I think that this can help the world 100 years from now.
Yeah.
Just people being open about it. And it's funny, like we were talking about earlier, our parents never did this. I would like this stuff to be for my kids. I put it out there and I'm saving it all on a hard drive. I have it. She knows if something happens to me to save it on a hard drive and give it to my son at 18. Because it's serious to me. Like I'm not just the internet. I'm saving every copy, and it's going to be delivered to my son at 18. If I'm not here, because I just want him to have these blueprints. Because life is hard, and it's like my parents did a good job, and I think your parents did a good job. But the communication would have helped. Just learning whether we would have listened or not is the question. But knowing, that they dealt with the same stuff we're dealing with now. Because now, like, your mom can give you advice, but like, well, I didn't know you dealt with that. Like, how, you know what I mean? Versus like why you're going through it, why she was going through it, like just talking to us and having these great conversations about everything, sex, relationships, money. It's like a foreign language. Like I can't remember any good talks like these. I had one heart to heart with my uncle, and when I broke into a house, and he told me to DJ. He's like, do something constructive with your life. You're gonna throw it away. Why don't you use that? And it was a mixer, and that's how I got into music. That one powerful conversation, like with someone showing that he cared. From there, like my mom had conversations with me too, but I was young. But same thing, like you're talking about on the other podcast, like it's foreign for mothers to talk to us, and now it's like necessary because if we don't give them the information, they're gonna find it on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's. You got anything you want to add?
No.
Yeah. We kind of good conversation. Excited for Valentine's Day. If I can get lucky, I might do a podcast out there. I got all my pocket equipment. If I can get her buzzed enough, you guys got to see her when she's buzzed.
No.
Maybe. This is the Boys2men podcast. This is our women's perspective, where I have my wife chime in on what we're doing on the conversations that we've had for the week, and then we have random conversations too. I think I just want to say this on camera. You did really well today, speaking and getting more
I'm
open.
trying.
Yeah, you did good. This is a good conversation, and It's like I got the last one we did. So this is the second attempt at this, and I'm gonna keep the first one. But this is actually pretty good, babe.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else you would like to add?
No, just don't get discouraged about being in a relationship. There is good men out there. There is good women out there.
Mm.
You just, when you find that right person, it's just putting in the work to just
Keep it.
keep it. So you're gonna find it. It's gonna come. It's there. There is someone out there for you. It's just keeping it. It's
Right.
what's the
The
what
hard
it
part,
is.
yeah.
Yes.
Because like, yeah, we found each other, but if we don't keep it, it's done. You
Mm-hmm.
know. And then at this point, like, I'm never getting a relationship again. I'm never getting married again. This is my last one. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna do what that's the important point because we're newlywed. We haven't been married for a year, and I'm already knowing that I need to date my wife. So it's like I don't care if I have to go broke to do it. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. Reverse.
Yeah. No.
I follow a budget to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that important. Like it's not going broke, but like you have to like. It just needs to be a priority. Like if you can save up for a car, if you can save up for studio equipment, women nail business, like whatever you save up for, you can save up to date your wife. Like it shouldn't be an excuse. Oh, we can't afford that. That's the one thing you always hear from people is I can't afford that.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to something that's good for them, like fitness, college, dating your wife, dating your partner. Oh, I can't afford that, but they can afford tickets to the fucking football game. So it's like for me, like this is why I budget for these things because then like I've never had these many vacations like camping and going to Tahoe this year. What we have planned this year because I want to do these things and I think that as long as we do it small in California, it'll be multiplied later on because we already did it. We hitting places in California that we ain't been. We're doing this. We're doing this. And then as we get older, we already did California. Let's go somewhere else. And it's becoming the normal. That's what we do with our extra money. There's everyone has extra money. It's what you choose to do it with. So it's important for me to do that. And I want to for me, I work all the time. I got kids. I have we have a home. We're running a home. It's like a machine. So it's good to just abandon the ship. Just get off the fucking ship. Just disappear, and go run up someone else's bills and go eat someone else's food and then come home and be like, oh, I miss my home,
And that keeps the excitement in the relationship too, because the same thing over and over. It does get like a routine, and when you do these things, you're looking forward to it, and it's exciting, and it's like you're in a hotel, and just go wild, do whatever you want to do.
We might
And
change our names for the night.
keep it
Do some role playing.
keep it spiced too. You have to keep all those things that excite you.
Yeah.
Because if not, it just dies.
Yeah. And it's not even too pricey, like, because as long as you have each other, there's walking, there's sightseeing, there's all type of things that you can do for $0, especially in summertime. How many beaches is there? You know what I mean? Like, we're getting in shape right now because we know we're about to hit Venice Beach. May 12th, we going to Venice. Oh, I just told them what we're doing. We're going to Venice Beach. We've always wanted to work out on the beach, so that's what we're going to do. It's funny that it's been right there. That's what I'm trying to say. There's so many places right here that no one does. And, we say we don't have the money to do it. Venice Beach has been right there for my whole life, and I've heard about it. And I want to go to Gold Beach and work out. Never done it. She's been working out too. Never done it. So it's like, we're going to go knock it out, And there's so many things that you can do on a budget. I think it's the effort would be appreciated from the woman, and the time is appreciated from the woman, and then the break, and then seeing the face. For me, it's like seeing your face light up. As long as you're
Wow.
you're seeing your face light up, and it's exciting. I like doing things for my wife. I think all men do, and that's why they lead with their wallet in the beginning. It's a natural instinct to want to do something for someone, especially a woman. If you see some men been hurt, so they block that feeling out. I think like more men are romantic, we block it. I think women are more reserved. Like, how can I explain this? Men want to be romantic, but we could use something that's traumatizing from our past relationship or anything to block it all the way out. And like women kind of they want it, but they just reserved. Like they don't want to put no effort towards it. It's like
Yeah.
if you don't do it, we're not going to do it. And then a man would be like, well, it didn't work the last time. So they get nowhere. Versus like we already know what we did in our past and we're coming together in this relationship. Like, okay, well, I know that I probably should have dated more in my past. So I'm going to do that with you. And you're probably looking at it like I probably should have spoke up more and put more effort in towards just letting him know, hey, I want to do this. That's why I tell my mom, let me know what you want to do. I can't figure this all out because if it's up to me, we're going to B-dubs. That's it. That's what I like to do. It would just be B-dubs. Like I don't drink, I don't party, but I'll take her to the club. We're probably going to go to the club on Saturday when we go. Like if she likes to do it, so I'm down to go there and just sit.
I'll make you dance.
I'll shake my tail figure a little bit. All right, you guys, this is the Boys2men Podcast. My beautiful wife, Joanna. My name is Randall, and we'll be back next month with the woman's perspective. See you later.
Bye.
Nothing. Yeah, we'll hit a clap.